The UN has such tremendous potential, not living up to its potential. There is such tremendous potential, but it is not living up. When do you see the United Nations solving problems? They don't. They cause problems. So if it lives up to the potential, it's a great thing, and if it doesn't, it's a waste of time and money. Okay, thank you very much.
It's interesting to see Trump's thoughts on the UN. And what I'm really curious to see is if he is actually going to put any effort into changing the way they work. Now, he is, I think, actually pretty correct in this about this. The United Nations, it's a great idea, and it looks a lot better on paper than the way it works because we have so many people from so many different cultures and from so many different places in the world, and it's just hard for them all to come together. So, but that could also be helped out by increasing the people in the United Nations instead of having so few delegates and having more work with committees together working on solutions within the United Nations. But one of the biggest problems is the developmental issues that they cause when they go into nations in crisis. A good example is like how we sent a whole bunch of clothing to Africa, which, you know, on paper it looks really good. It's a great idea when on paper, but the thing is, it completely cut out a whole generation from being able to work in the textile industry for creating clothing. So he did bring up a bunch of valid points on that case, but actually, I would like to hear more thoughts about it. But you know, politicians really don't give too much more than 2 seconds of their time to talk about what they actually think, which is ridiculous because they're running the country. But if you have any comments or any info